Hi, my name is Heather Tucker, and I'm a quantum hypnosis healing practitioner. And I am here today to talk a little bit more about what some common intentions are that you should set before you come for a quantum healing hypnosis session with me or any other practitioner. Some common ones, and then some examples. So, one of them would possibly be emotional and spiritual healing. What do you want to release for your deep-seated emotional wounds, trauma, reoccurring negative emotions? Uh, what do you want to forgive yourself for or others to achieve closure on unresolved issues? You might want to find inner peace and acceptance. So those are some of the common ones that are emotional and spiritual. Physical healing and well-being, seeking relief from chronic pain, illness, or other health issues, understanding and addressing the emotional and energetic causes behind those physical ailments, support and overall wellness. So, coming with the intentions of overall healing, gaining clarity and life purpose. So, if you're questioning what you may, what you're maybe supposed to be doing and your grand purpose in this lifetime is, and maybe you feel like you haven't narrowed that down, and you kind of are all over the place in life, and it's difficult to move forward. We can find out in those sessions and ask from your higher self what that life purpose really is. And we can also try to understand and resolve blocks or patterns that hinder personal growth. We can gain insight into your spiritual path or your soul lessons. So a lot of times, when we have a hard time moving forward, it's because we haven't learned a certain lesson that we're meant to in order to get to that big picture in your purpose, because there's other things that you needed to learn before you do that. Another one is overcoming fears and phobias. So, a lot of people have what they may think of as irrational fears or phobias. One example that I like to use is one of my clients who had what she felt was an irrational fear around deep water, and she loved going to the beach, but she was afraid of swimming in the ocean and any kind of deep water. And what we found is she had something happen in a past life that was very traumatic, and her life ended by drowning. So once we were able to see that and address it, we were able to also then move forward and clear that irrational fear. It then became rational. We addressed it, how she felt safe and not safe, but she felt at peace when that actually happened, because her life before that was not a great one. So she actually felt peace in that moment when she drowned. So we were able to also clear that and tie that feeling to the fear that she would feel otherwise. Um, we can also address improving relationships. So that's a very common one as well. What are you hoping to gain clarity on in your existing relationships? Maybe you're struggling with a relationship currently, whether that's with a family member or someone romantically. Um, we can help to heal or harmonize that relationship or relationships to move forward in a better, healthier way. Um, we can also release patterns or energetic cords that are tied to past relationships. I just did that in a session today with someone. So it's very powerful in order to let go of certain things that no longer serve us. Connecting to your higher self is another common intention that most people come into this session wanting to do. That will strengthen the connection to your intuition. I always refer to your higher self as like the little angel that's on your shoulder. So if you're able to tap into that little angel and realize that you can just ignore the little devil that's there, that's not your higher self. You can When you can tap into that and you understand that it's right there with you, and you've heard from it and you've spoken with it in a session, it kind of helps you to communicate with them moving forward a little bit easier and receive guidance in your current life, decisions, future paths, things like that. Self-discovery and soul exploration. a lot of times people just want to come and they want to find out what their soul is meant to know. That's what I help people do. What does your soul want you to know? That's what the higher self or the subconscious is helping us to learn. What do you really need to know right now? And that may be shown through what you envision, or it may just be the words that come through from your higher self that are helping you to learn that. We can also help with enhancing self love and confidence. That is another really big one. I noticed that so many of my clients are struggling in life because they have a low self esteem, or they struggle with getting over something that has damaged their confidence. So we're able to release negative self talk and develop self compassion, and then integrate that into their life moving forward. We set intentions for personal empowerment and authenticity. So these are beautiful things that we can help to um, sink in to your soul. While we're talking to the higher self, we're literally just locking that in so that moving forward, it's easier for you to see and feel that. We can also break old patterns, and we can manifest change. So we can address those old systems, those old patterns, those old things that maybe aren't serving you, in order to manifest the change that you want in your life. Do you want to see yourself moving to the beach? Do you want to see your dream home in the mountains? Do you want to see all of these things happen? It that can also happen in these sessions, where we're helping you to envision those things, your beautiful place, and then manifesting that in real life. Some sample intentions and affirmations are: I'm open to understanding and healing the root cause of my chronic pain. I intend to gain clarity about my soul's purpose. I choose to release old emotional wounds and invite peace into my life. I'm ready to receive guidance on my next steps from my higher self. And I allow myself to fully let go and experience deep healing on all levels. These are some beautiful affirmations that you can use every day in waking life. Use these affirmations and tap into what it is your soul really wants in waking life too. But we can address these things in sessions too. We can kind of plug these into the higher self to help you to remember them moving forward. We always have a recording that we share after your session, and that can help lock that in after you listen after your actual session. So the session doesn't just end with that time with me. It moves on and forward, and it ebbs and it flows with you. So you're learning to tap into that on your own later, so that you don't even need me. I want you to not need me eventually. If you want to come back for another session to follow up, you have additional questions, additional changes in life, great. But the goal is to get you to learn how to tap into these things on your own. All right. So if any of this resonates with you, please give us a thumbs up, drop some comments if you have some additional questions on any of this. Or if you want to see me yourself, you can check me out at heathertuckerqh.com, and I'll link that below in the description. And once again, I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for listening. Bye.